Hello and welcome back to episode 5 of Answer 8 Sports Trivia on the Engage 8 Podcast Network. I am Josh with my co-host Mike. Today we are joined by two special guests, but before we get into that, we're going to explain the rules for the game if you are new here. It is a 8-question trivia game, 4 for each team. Each team has 2 questions specifically for their favorite teams and 2 general for NBA and NFL. Each question is a top 8 question. For example, top 8 players who have played the most with LeBron. 8 points for the number 8 answer, 1 for the number 1 answer, 3 X's, and you're out. Each question has an 8-minute timer, but it's soft. So if you go a little bit over or a little bit under, it's fine. But those are the rules. Before we get into it, we'll start with our guest, Matt, my brother, second appearance on the podcast.
Yes, sir.
How are you
know who
feeling
it
going into
is.
this, Matt?
I'm feeling good. Always confident. Shut up, sir. Always confident. Coming in here looking for the dub. Try to get you out of your losing streak. So we'll see what happens.
Appreciate that. Same question to you, Ben. First time on, though, for you. So welcome on. How are you feeling going into this game?
I'm feeling good. I'm ready. I'm ready to say undefeated, and that's how it's gonna be.
There it is. Okay. So as always, we do a ceremonial coin flip of this coin I have right here. One side says wedge guys, one side says putt like a champion today. Ben, I'll let you call it.
Pub.
It is putt like a champion today. Do you want to defer and have us go first, or do you want to take it and you guys go first?
You guys can go first.
All right. So, Mike, take it over.
Do you want any specific question or?
What do you want to do, Matt? You want to go general, or do you want to just rip calves off rip?
You know what? You pick. You pick.
I say we go calves first
All right, Cavs offer.
because that's the one I'm nervous for.
Okay.
How's that for it?
Making me nervous now too. It's all right.
I'm nervous for it. You should be confident.
Now we're good. We're good.
It's not too bad. The question for you guys, first question, is the top total three-pointers made by a player total since 2010
For
Okay.
the Cavs.
for the Cavs. Total three-pointers made.
What do we think about-
while they're on the Cavs? I'm guessing.
While they're on the Cavs. Donovan Mitchell, right?
Yes, while they're on the Cavs.
Yeah, I like that.
You want to go with that?
Yeah. Right
Donovan Mitchell, final answer.
Donovan
Yeah.
Mitchell is the number 4 answer
Okay.
cool.
I like that. I like that. You said since
All right.
2010.
since 2010. Yes.
Give me Kevin Love. I like that.
You wanna go Kevin Love? Final answer, yeah.
Kevin Love is the number 1 answer
I figured that.
with
That's-
1,096.
What do you think about JR?
I like that.
Gotta be on there, right?
I like JR.
All right, J.R. Smith, final answer.
J.R. Smith is the number 7 answer. 3 for 3 so far.
What about Ree?
Who?
Kyrie? Ree?
Oh, I've only ever heard him called Kai. I've never heard Ree before, but yes,
Really?
Kyrie Irving, final answer.
I like Ree over Kai, but okay, yeah.
Ree is the number 3 answer.
Okay,
All right.
sweet. All right. Well, the obvious potential answer here with just years played is LeBron, but he
LeBron,
wasn't
yeah.
shooting a ton of
Okay.
threes at that point in his career.
That is true. I agree with that.
But he's one of those guys that we can't not guess, right? Because if we miss
yeah.
LeBron,
Give me Sunshine. My final answer.
That is the number 6 answer.
Okay.
Love
So wait, what are we?
So
how
still
many,
perfect.
What spots? What spots do we have left?
You got LeBron or Kevin Love at 1, Ree at 3, Donovan Mitchell at 4, LeBron at 6, J.R. Smith at 7. You're still looking for 2, 5, and 8.
2, 5.
okay.
Okay.
Did Kyle Korver didn't play for the Cavs, right? If he did, he wasn't there long enough, probably.
Yeah, he wasn't there long enough. I think he was there maybe a season or two.
Who won the current past couple years post LeBron could make it? And make sure to set our timer, by the way, Mike.
I have an idea. Obviously, I'll just throw it out there because we're not going to finalize it yet.
Yeah.
Max Strus, the past 2 years have been going crazy 3-pointers.
How many did LeBron have?
LeBron is the number 6 answer with 609.
Do we think he's anywhere near 609 though?
Yeah.
Probably not in 2 years. The record's 400 in a year, I think.
Do we have 7? We have the 7th, you said?
You do have the number 7 with J.R. Smith.
How many do you have?
Oh, how many was he?
585.
Yeah, I don't think Max Strus had that many, right? Chetty Osman, probably not, right?
Fuck no, I'm not good. We're not putting him on there.
Okay. I'm trying to think early 2010s Cavs, but I'm pretty blank there. Hmm.
Let's see, I was only 5 years.
Big Z shot some threes, right? Too early.
Too early. Ooh.
We're missing two. Who could be number two?
Yeah, who could be? I'm thinking who's 2. That's.
You still have no X's.
I have an idea for number 8.
You gonna say Delhi?
He was there for a while.
Who?
Well, I guess that's another one. Delhi would be a decent guess. I was gonna say Shumpert.
Ooh, I like that actually.
He did spot out from the corner a lot.
I think that's a fine guess. We have no X's. I'm cool with ripping that.
Yeah, Shumpert.
Iman Shumpert, final answer.
That is your first X. He is number 24 on the list.
Jesus.
Oh, that's close. Wow.
188.
Okay. I feel we have to be forgetting somebody really obvious at 2.
Yeah.
Oh, what about Mo Williams?
Ooh. I don't mind that.
What'd you say?
I don't mind that at all.
Okay, that's an option. What? How much time we got left?
About 3.5 minutes.
Okay, so Mo Williams is a good answer.
I'm trying to think of the 2 one. I don't know how we're not getting this.
I'm trying to dig deep into the bag for early 2010s Cavs, but those are some poverty teams. Varejao didn't really shoot the 3. Mozgov obviously didn't.
I don't think it was a big man.
Who am I missing off the 2016 team?
I'm trying to think guards on who, because I feel like it would probably be somebody from that team too.
Is there any chance Garland's on this list?
Yeah, you know what? We have 1X, right?
Yeah.
I say
You
we
like
go-
Garland or Mo Williams better?
I like Garland better.
Okay. Also, another option is Sexton if we get this wrong.
I don't know.
Darius Garland, final answer.
That is a number 2 answer.
Wow, number 2?
897.
I knew we were forgetting a modern
Yeah,
player.
we still only have 1X. I think we go with Delhi.
Delhi over Mo and Sexton.
Definitely over Sexton. I feel like it's it's either Mo or Delhi. I don't see who else it could be.
Let's go. I guess. All right, I'm gonna trust you then. We're
We'll
gonna
go
go with Delhi then. Final answer.
That is your second X. He is number 13 on the list.
Okay.
I think you're really counting out Colin Sexton here. I know he was injured, but wasn't he on the team like 4 years or 3 years?
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure he damn near missed the whole season.
Yeah, you're probably right. You feel more confident of Mo over Colin Sexton?
Well, now that we have 2X's, I don't feel confident saying either one of them. But
Well, neither do I, but we have 2 answers left, right? 8 and what?
8 and 5.
Yeah, that's significant points there. Who could we be forgetting?
and 6 was LeBron at what 608? You said or something like that.
Yeah, like 600 something. 7 was like 530. So could Sexton have gotten like 450?
He would be 8. There's no chance he's 5.
Do you have any clue how many years Mo Williams played on the Cavs?
A handful, maybe.
More than Sexton? Or about the same?
I'd say about the same. If it was more, maybe like a year more.
Trying to think who like randomly came off the bench on some of those playoff teams.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to think of that too.
Oh, there's no chance that like Karis LeVert finds his way on this list, right?
It's only been with us like 3 years.
I'm just pulling names.
It's not a horrible guess.
Better than Mo, though.
20 seconds
Anthony
left
Bennett, probably not.
for the soft timer.
You say Anthony Bennett.
What'd you say, Mike?
10 seconds left for the soft timer.
Okay, what are you thinking? Mo, Sexton,
Out of the ones we're naming, I think
or
Mo
LeVert?
option.
All right, we're gonna go Mo Williams. Final answer.
That is your third X. Mo Williams
Don't tell
in
me
only
Sexton's on
his 146 games does not make the list. He was 21st. The two guys you missed. The guy who had absolutely no chance, according to the Cavs expert, Chetty Osman, at number 5. And at number 8, Dean Wade.
Oh,
Okay,
Dean Wade.
I wouldn't have gotten Dean Wade, but we did say Chetty Osman.
I'm not shocked
did
on
say
Dean Wade.
guys.
I am very shocked on Chetty Osman.
He's just been on
Me
the team for so
personally,
long.
he's my least favorite Cavalier of all time, so a little bit of bias probably.
He has the
But
second most games played on this list behind Kevin Love.
I'm not shocked behind that, but I just never liked him.
In your defense, even though you did shut it down immediately, I wasn't like extremely confident in it either when I said it.
But Ben can attest for it. I despise him.
Yeah,
I know
I'm
you hate him.
gonna
I should have
say
taken that
he-
into consideration. But all right. You guys are up. Lean forward a little bit, Ben, for me.
23 in your
Um,
first round.
I was saying to Ben earlier, Mike, out of these 4 questions, I believe 2 of them are pretty tough and 2 of them are easier. I'm not going to tell you which ones are which because that'll help you when you're guessing them. But I'll just put that out there. Which ones do you want? Do you
I,
want
s-
one of your specifics or a general?
I say we match you with the Warriors question.
All right, there it is. All right, I figured I'd stay on theme with the Warriors here. Name the top 8 Warriors 3-point percentage leaders since 2010 with a minimum of 69 games played.
All right, then that's easy. You gotta start with Curry and Klay Thompson.
Yeah, we'll go Curry,
Those-
Klay Thompson, final answer.
That is number 2 with Steph and number 4 with Clay. Ben, can you speak up a little bit for me too?
Oh yeah, my bad.
You can also tilt the mic in your direction if you need to. There you go.
All right, and also thinking about it, Quinn Cook I think would probably have a high one. What's the date for him from? Sorry, or is it
It's since 2010, but they have to played a minimum of 69 games. Because with like a question like 3-point percentage, there were dudes in there who played like 5 games and shot well from 3, so I didn't want to obviously include those in there.
all right.
Yeah. You like Quinn Cook? I mean, I feel like he shot at a high percentage. I think that's a good shout.
I think Quinn Cook could be something.
Sorry, I mean Kevin Durant. He definitely
Oh,
made
yeah,
the
Kevin
games
Durant,
played.
definitely, too.
Yeah, good 3-point percentage.
Might as well just take
Draymond
Kevin
wouldn't.
Durant already. Just get Kevin Durant out the way.
Yeah, let's go Kevin Durant, final answer.
First X, that's number 9.
Oh wow.
Just missed
Wow.
this list.
Wow.
Kevin Durant does not make it. Wow.
I'm shocked on that one.
Yeah, I would have assumed he had a very high percentage. That's interesting. I don't know who else would be a better shooting percentage than that.
I'm thinking Moses Moody from this year would be decently high.
Moses Moody.
In 2010, though, too, they had like Monte
Yeah, Monte Ellis.
and those teams.
Still got Quinn Cook. I don't think Leandro
Seth
Barbosa.
Curry played for the Warriors, so I would even say Seth, his brother, too.
Yeah, if he played enough games.
I know, but yeah, that's true.
How many games was it? 69?
Yeah, at least 69. So the
If we
player on
miss-
this list,
Thing.
obviously the player with the least amount of games is right at that number.
If we do
Oh.
get somebody with not enough games played, that counts as an X.
Yes.
All right.
Oh.
So you got it, Mike. You know that.
Yeah, I know.
That's Bradley Beal 101 right there.
Trying to think. Who's shadow? I mean, still got Quinn Cook. Dante DiVincenzo. He was a shooter.
Dante, yeah, I do like Dante.
For the record, we have 23 points in after that first round.
Yeah.
23.
What Dante DiVincenzo played enough games though? Because he's only there for one season, right?
Yeah, he was there for one season.
Who was the Draymond wouldn't be on this list, no chance. My goat.
Mine too. Love Draymond Green.
Should have had most ejections as the the question. We would have the number one answer.
Oh yeah,
Nick Young was there for a year.
Nick Young. I do like Nick Young. Nick Young is pretty good.
He was a shooter. Harrison Barnes was there for a couple years. I don't know if he would shoot at a high enough volume to make it.
I think he might. I don't think Quentin Post played enough games this year. Quentin Post is like in the 40s this year.
Otto Porter Jr. was there that year. They were bad. He usually shoots a decent high percentage.
Jordan Poole.
Jordan Poole. That's another one. I don't know if he would shoot high percentage. Maybe on the Warriors, not as much
I
on
think on the championship run.
Yeah.
I think we should go Jordan Poole.
I don't hate that. Yeah, I'll go. I'm down with Jordan Poole. Jordan Poole, final answer.
Jordan Poole is not on the list, and he's
Uh-oh.
not even in the top
Really?
20, I don't think. He's not on the list that I have.
Uh-oh.
That's a percentage reason for him. That's two X's though, and you have number 2 and 4, I believe, right?
Yeah.
I think so. We had Curry and Clay. So
Yeah.
I still like Quinn Cook. Although now I feel like there's got to be some people we're missing.
Yeah.
I still like DiVincenzo. If he play, I don't know if DiVincenzo played enough games though. Where I know Quinn Cook would have played enough games.
Yeah, there was. Man.
Just don't let the pressure
348
get
on the
to you.
timer.
Do we want to go out with Quinn Cook though?
Shoot. I still like Seth Curry too. I think he was there for multiple seasons. I think he would had to be there for at least 2.
Yeah.
And he would definitely be on there if he was in the game limit. I do like. Wait, no, we did say Moses Moody already, right? That one.
No, we didn't.
We didn't say Moses.
We
Moody?
didn't say Moses Moody yet.
I don't mind.
Your two
Moses.
X's are KD and Jordan Poole. Those are your two X's. KD was
I
not.
don't mind Moses Moody because he's like, I don't know, maybe Moses Moody.
You want to go with Moses Moody? I'm fine with any of them.
I think Moses Moody is the safest.
You think it's safe? Okay, well, Moses Moody, final answer.
He's
It was
not.
not the safest. He's also not close to the top of this list. Played too many games, I think. He is
wow.
not on the list. That's your third X. You guys are gonna beat yourselves up. You said a few of them.
What's
Um,
that?
number 1. By the way, this was one of the 2 hard questions in my opinion of the 4. Number 1, this was the one I didn't expect you to get. I thought you were gonna maybe go 7 for 8 and miss this one, or actually maybe not some of the other ones. But number 1 was Anthony Morrow. That's an early 2010s guy,
Yeah.
which is
I
gonna be
would've-
tough.
I would've
The
never
early
guessed
2010s
that.
ones are tough. You got Steph Curry. Number 3, you said his name 40 times. Quinn Cook. He
Oh
was
my
number
God.
3,
Fair
one
enough.
above Clay. And then 5 through 7, some early 2010 guys as well. Brandon Rush, iconic. Reggie Williams
I
is
would've never guessed
not
that.
iconic. Jarrett Jack
Would've never
at
guessed
7,
that. Would've never guessed that.
and then 8, DiVincenzo.
No.
Yeah, DiVincenzo. He was right there. That was a good snipe too. I didn't know if you were gonna even remember him being on the Warriors, but
I didn't
yeah,
think
he
he
was
would have
number
played
8.
enough games if that
I
was
didn't think he
69
was
was the
gonna.
minimum.
And then a lot of the big name guys came after that though. Some of the guys
How
you
many
named.
how many
Wiggins-
games did those guys play?
Let's see. I gotta pull that up. Morrow was the 69. He was the low one. Reggie Williams 100 and some. DiVincenzo was obviously low. He was just there one season. Jarrett Jack was like 90, I think. Great ball knowledge shot from Ben with Quentin Post. He does not make the games. He's not close to the games. He's only played 42 games. But if you take the games out of it, which would make this list a lot harder, he's at like 6 all time. He just only played 42 games, so not enough sample size. But some of the bigger name guys like Wiggins was 10, Pod or Pods, what do they call him? I forget his nickname. The Pythagorean theorem is number 11. And then Nick Young, who you said is number 12. And Michael Mulder surprisingly makes this list. Dario Saric, Harrison Barnes was right off the list as well. He was 13. But yeah,
That's a tough
2 and 4.
question.
2 and 4.
That many guys only playing barely a season is
That was a like what that felt like kind of like some of the Suns questions. But
I
like
mean,
I
the
said, that
Suns,
was
they
the
had
hard.
games played.
I mean, like I said, that was probably the hardest question of the 4. But there is it's number 2 and number 4, so it's 23-6. Me and Matt and Ben, I know you guys don't know, but we've had plenty of choke leads on this show before, so
Only one.
it happens. I thought we had 2.
Oh,
I thought
maybe
I
two.
choked against you in the first one, maybe. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, that might be.
Pause.
But all right, you guys got the hardest question out of the way. We are up. I know Mike's got a points per game or a per game question for
I
us
mean,
in there
all
somewhere.
my questions are. I feel like you should be pretty good on. The next question here, I'm
Really?
not giving you an option. The most
Whoa,
single
hold
game.
on. No, come on. What are we doing here?
No.
No option?
No option. The most single game rushing yards in the NFL
Wow.
since 2010.
It's an insane development rule change of the show, but okay, I guess we'll rock
So
with it.
rushing the most single game rushing yards.
Say the
so
question again.
Most single game rushing yards in the NFL since 2010.
I actually don't know if I know this at all, to be honest.
Well, that'd be crazy.
I feel like I can't even tell who the record is.
Well, that'd be even crazier.
Saquon, right? Not.
I like that guess. I mean, that's just
He has
I'm
at least
thinking
a
of it
couple
right
with
now.
150, I think. You want to go Saquon?
Yeah, we can.
Saquon, final answer.
Yeah, he broke the record this season, 255 yards against the Rams
Okay.
Oh, really? I don't know why I didn't remember that. He had 255 against the Rams.
in the first meeting. Or actually,
Okay.
yeah, I'm pretty sure that was the first meeting. Yes.
Okay. Well,
I was thinking your boy Jameer Gibbs isn't a bad guess.
I don't.
Or
He,
no?
There's a couple of guys who repeated, so obviously it.
Yeah, I got you. Mm, I don't think Jameer's probably going to be on here. We need to get some of the lower ones to tell. But I think AP is probably pretty high on here. I think his MVP season he had a few crazy games, so I think we go AP. AP final answer.
Adrian Peterson is not on the list. His might have came before 2010. His massive ones.
Really?
You know what else is
Yeah.
massive?
Joe.
So that is your first X.
You can also tilt the mic a little bit towards you, not Matt.
You give me names and I'll let you know. It's gonna help.
Derrick Henry. LaShawn McCoy possibly, just because he was on a list when we did it the other day. Derrick Henry, LaShawn McCoy.
I don't mind Derrick Henry, but don't we? How many X's do we have? One.
One. We just have one. We've only had two guesses.
Yeah, Adrian Peterson's record was in 2007 with 296, so it doesn't make the cut.
Oh wow. I'm surprised he didn't have one good one in his MVP season.
I mean, he did. It was 212.
so
maybe
it's
shouldn't
8
said
dudes
that.
who've gotten 200.
That was the
Damn.
number 23 answer.
Jesus.
And the
A
record's
little
too.
flustered. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, let me lock in. CMC maybe. Derrick Henry, I think Derrick Henry. But did he have like a 230? I don't know if he had like a 230.
Yeah, it's got to be above. Yeah, it's got to at least be above 220 or something. I'd assume.
Yeah,
Can you tell
this
us
also could be one of those lists where a
said it?
lot of them are just like one above the other because there's so many games.
Do we
But
get
if you
to
want to
know
go Derrick
what-
Henry, I'm cool with that.
Do we get to know like what the lowest number 8 is? Obviously not the person, but like
When
once
we
we
get
guess
it,
it.
when we get it, yeah.
okay, once we get it. Okay. Yeah, I don't mind Derrick Henry.
I just want to think this through.
I like the CMC one too. That one seems pretty promising.
This is rushing, not all purpose, right?
Just rushing. Just
Oh,
rushing.
yeah, fuck.
Okay. I don't even have that many like options in my mind right now. Or like I have options with people, not people I know that got it. I'm gonna say Derrick Henry final answer, I guess.
That's the number 5 answer. He's done it more than once.
Okay.
His highest is 250. And he also has 238. He's 5 and 6
But the
on
two,
the list.
but I'm taking the 250 as the 5.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
He's 5 and 6.
It might be more early 2010s, guys. Oh, you're not gonna know this, but what year did CJ2K go off? Chris Johnson. You're not
I
gonna
know
know that.
who CJ2K is, but I have no idea.
We said LaShawn McCoy. I gotta just go through the teams in my head. You have any names? Like, can you name a single running back?
Names, and I'll let you know.
I know, but can you name like a single running back that comes to your mind that maybe I'm just for some reason blanking on?
Not that would probably have over 200.
Just say names.
20 something. I'm thinking of some of the Lions players, but I don't think that have like I said, Jameer Gibbs, but you said no for that.
I don't think Jameer gives it. Well, I know he doesn't have a 250. At least I don't think he has a 250. All purpose, yeah. But
Yeah, no. All purpose.
Marshawn Lynch possibly.
Oh, yeah, that's one I wouldn't have guessed, but yeah.
Cardinals. I don't think David Johnson has one. Marshall Falk was too early, I think.
Fuck, I can't think of the name, but you'll probably be able to guess it when I say this. Played for the Raiders not too long ago. He was a dog.
Josh Jacobs?
Yeah, maybe. No. What do you think?
I don't know. Maybe. There's a lot of options here.
Isn't he
I
on Green Bay
mean,
now? Didn't he do really good last year?
yes, he's on Green Bay, yeah.
I thought there was a couple games where like he went crazy.
250 is insane though. 250 is like notable.
Yeah. There was games where when Jordan Love was out, he was going wild.
I'll take the L if you were right on Josh Jacobs and I was wrong, but I don't think Josh Jacobs is in this list.
Well, I don't want to go with that. We'll wait.
Okay.
Come up with some other
Panthers, Saint, maybe Kamara. Maybe Kamara.
answers.
Buccaneers, I don't think so. Unless Doug Martin did it back in the day. I'm cool with Marshawn. Or LaShawn McCoy. LaShawn McCoy, final answer.
LaShawn McCoy is your second X. He is at number 19. He had a 217-yard game against the Lions.
That was the game was that the playoff game?
No, 12-8, 2013. So it had to be before the playoffs.
Mm. That must be why that name was coming to my head so aggressively. Well, now I wish I would have said Marshawn Lynch. Now I'm worried to risk that. Denver, Kansas City. I think we're about to take a fat L here. Denver, Kansas City. I don't think Melvin Gordon ever did it on the Chargers.
Who was on the Chargers not too long ago? That was pretty good.
Eckler. Eckler would be more receiving though.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. I'm not like I'm just thinking of yards. Like, gotta keep thinking
Yeah.
of rushing.
Jonathan Taylor, maybe. Le'Veon Bell, possibly.
Ooh, I like that.
Do we like Le'Veon Bell or Marshawn more? Because I feel like one of those two is on here.
Yeah, I don't know if they're both, but
Does Kenyon Drake make it?
I like Le'Veon Bell. Up to you,
You're
though.
down to 10 seconds on the timer, so
Marshawn Lynch, final answer.
I'm just gonna let the timer go off.
Tough, man.
That is your third X. So you have only gotten the number 1 and the number 5 answer. You've mentioned almost everybody else. The number 2 answer, Jonathan Taylor. Number 3 answer was DeMarco Murray. You didn't mention him. Number 4, Doug Martin. You mentioned him.
I mentioned DeMarco Murray in the beginning when I said LaShawn McCoy.
Doug Martin appears more than once on this list. He had a bunch of them, actually. Le'Veon Bell at number 6. Jamal Charles at number 7. And Arian Foster at number 8.
How did I forget Jamal Charles?
And then at number 9 was a good guess by Matt. Josh Jacobs, right? Just missed it by just missed it by 2 yards.
When did you get it?
Okay, well,
It was in 2022.
You guys put up a 6-point performance, and we raised you 1 6-point performance. 29 to 6. Okay. I'm also not going to let you choose this one.
I'm with it.
We're going to go with name the top 8 NFL wide receivers with the most games played since 2010. And these guys, a minimum of 250 receptions.
Keenan Allen.
Yeah, that's a good guess. I think Keenan Allen.
I can read the question again if you want.
Yeah, just read it one more time.
Name the top 8 NFL wide receivers with the most games played since 2010. Minimum 250 catches. That way,
minimum 250.
Not just like dudes who were played like one snap. Because the number 1 on this list has 1 career catch.
How do you stay in the league that long? It's impressive by him.
Good question.
I do like Keenan Allen. He's
like
got to have
Devontae Adams too.
Yeah, he's got to be up there. I'd say Julio's got to be up there. He probably has the games played.
Julio definitely has.
Oh, Mike Evans, final answer.
It's number 6 answer.
Mike Evans is on every list.
I think it
Uh,
Julio. Yeah, Julio in there too.
Yeah, I'll go Julio final answer.
So number 8 answer.
Oh, that's big. Um,
6
I
and
think
8.
Keenan Allen
Larry-
would be in there too because Keenan
Yeah.
Allen he was playing with Philip Rivers, so
yeah, I'll go Keenan Allen final answer.
That is your first X. He is
Really?
number
Confident, but-
17.
Wow, that's shocking. He's been there forever.
I don't know how much Edelman. I'm thinking about do playoffs count like a factor. Playoff games like
I
Edelman.
don't believe playoff games count, but
I
even then,
doubt
that's
it.
not like it's not that impactful either way. But
I
I do
think-
not think playoff games count.
I think Larry Fitzgerald, he played up until kind of recently. Has got to be on this list.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of people who don't get hurt.
DeAndre Hopkins as well. He's played
D-Hop.
forever. DeAndre Hopkins final answer.
It's number 2.
That's what I.
Who was that guy on Houston for a long time? Ty something. Receiver Ty.
Andre Johnson. Robert Woods isn't a terrible guess. He's been in for a while. Adam Thielen.
How about
Oldest.
Cooper Kupp?
Cooper Cup. Tyler Lockett. He's been around
Tyler-
for a long
I
time.
like Tyler Lockett. Tyler Lockett has been around for a very long time.
You want to guess that?
Yeah, and he's usually like the 800, 900 range.
Yeah, we'll go Tyler Lockett final answer.
As your second X, he's very
Oh,
close though, number 11 on the list. And I was one off on Keenan Allen, by the way. He's 16, not 17.
Okay.
But
So what do we?
you have 6 and 8 and 2. You have 2, 6 and 8, 2 X's.
No pressure.
You've also guessed 11 and 16.
Who are the guys we got?
DeAndre Hopkins, Mike Evans, and Julio.
And Antonio Brown too could definitely.
Yeah.
be.
I think Larry Fitzgerald has to be on this list. I'm going Larry Fitzgerald final answer.
Yes, Larry's number 5.
Okay.
Antonio Brown has to be on there. I think.
I don't know if he would have. I don't know if he'd have games played because.
But he's been in there since 2010. He's had a lot of seasons and
Yeah.
a lot of receptions from Big Ben. And a lot of volume. He was like
He definitely has the receptions. I just don't know if he'd be there on games played. If Tyler Lockett's not there on games played, I don't think AB would be. Got Mike Evans.
trying to think of
Who was number 8?
Julio.
Edelman wasn't hurt.
And how many games played did he have?
Oh, I did not tell you that. I'll tell you all 3. D-Hop was second with 178. Larry Fitzgerald, 5th with 171. Mike Evans, 6th with 168. And Julio, 8th with 166.
You not think Edelman?
66.
would
Yeah,
have-
I think Edelman's good. I think Devontae Adams is good, and I think Robert Woods is good. It's like Robert Woods. He's been just around forever.
Yeah.
Bobby Trees. He had a torn ACL though.
Has Edelman had big injuries?
Yeah, he's had a few. Randall Cobb was with those Packers teams forever.
He was.
I think Randall Cobb is probably on this list.
I do like Randall Cobb.
Yeah, we'll go Randall Cobb final answer.
It's number 7
There we go.
with probably 167 games. But they're all in the
So
same
we're
range.
just looking for more than what was it, 166?
Well, yeah, Larry was 171.
Oh, so now we're looking for more than 171. That's right. Yeah, so we got. I don't think Robert Woods would be on there because he was hurt. We
I
got
feel like we
Edelman.
have to go- I think we have to go Edelman or Devontae Adams. I feel like one of them.
Yeah, I think we go Devontae Adams.
Mhm.
Let's go Devontae Adams final answer.
That is your third X9, Devontae.
Oh,
Wow.
This was one of the easy ones in my opinion because 2 through 8 I think were very gettable. 1 was damn near impossible, but I didn't care because it's number 1. It's 1 point. It's Andre Roberts. He's a returner. Everybody else, pretty obvious. You got D-Hop at 2, Emmanuel Sanders at 3.
mm,
You said him, Bobby Trees at 4,
yeah.
and then
He
you got
tore
the
that
rest.
ACL
5
and
through 8. But that is still a very good round. 29 points for that round, I believe. So I'll put you guys at 35.
What are we at?
35 points.
What do you guys
All
at?
right, it's 35 to 29. So it's a very tight game right now going into
So we got
the
a
third round.
small lead. Okay. I'll give you guys back the option of what question you want.
I was gonna say, are we gonna go back to so it's Lions or the
Line
general?
specific or NBA general?
I think we go Lion specific.
That's cool.
Lion
Okay.
specific.
Your Lions question is the most all-purpose yards since 2015.
Yeah.
All-purpose yards.
Since 2015.
Since 2015, 2015.
Okay. Well, we'll just get Amon-Ra out of the way.
Yeah, number one answer. Oh shit.
I was thinking that too. I think we can get a lot of people from the past couple of years.
I'm just scared
Maybe.
with returner.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
2 returners I want to guess. And if it's neither of those 2, then it's probably no returners, so we could eliminate both of those, but we're also risking 2 X's. Returner, obviously returning counts, right?
Who are you thinking?
I have 2 returners. It's Khalif Raymond and Jamal Agnew. I assume at least one of those 2 is on there. If they're both not on there, then at least we know there's no more returners. But how do you feel about that? It's kind of risky, but
That's up to you. I personally don't know either one of those guys, so that's like your Lions, buddy. Like I said,
I'm gonna go with Jamal Agnew and Khalif Raymond. Final answer on both of those.
Yeah, that is your first X with Jamal Agnew, and Khalif Raymond is the number 4 answer.
Okay, cool. We'll take that then.
That's not bad.
Okay, so it's all receivers and running backs now.
Name about Gibbs going back to that.
Very well could be Gibbs. Very well could be Gibbs. I'm trying to remember, was Calvin on the 2015 list? Or was that a 2010 list? That Mike did the other too long ago.
I don't know the year, but I mean,
I don't
like
want to get an accent.
Oh, and I'll get the yards for you.
Yeah, do that.
Khalif Raymond at 4 with 3,370. Khalif Raymond at 4 with 3,370.
Okay. How many does Amon-Ra have?
Amon-Ra is 5,052.
Jesus.
Jesus. That was a 2010 list I'm remembering now, I think, because Nate Burleson was on there. So I don't think Calvin's on here in 1 year. It depends on who number 8 is, so we have to wait on Calvin.
And I don't know if I said Jamal Agnew was number 10.
He was number 10?
Yeah.
Okay.
So just missed.
Okay. Just nervous to make guesses at this point. Hawkinson. I think Hawk's probably on there. TJ Hawkinson, final answer.
That is your second X. He is number 12 on the list.
Fuck.
Falling apart.
J-Mo's not on here. It might just be running backs then, weirdly enough.
Say run through your roster, man. Run through your roster.
You said what?
Run through your roster.
That's what I'm doing. Swift, Gibbs, Monty. I don't think Galladay's on there. Marvin Jones, possibly.
How long was Swift on the Lions?
He was just injured. I'm scared with him because he was so injured. Marvin Jones.
Did we say Gibbs?
We didn't, but the 3,000 scares me. That is 4th, though. Jahmyr Gibbs, final answer.
Number 5 on the list. I thought I gave that away. I thought I almost.
How'd you give it away?
When I was reading Khalif Raymond, I said his name.
Really?
Yeah.
How did we both miss that?
I did not hear that.
I said Khalif Raymond had.
Wow. If we would have missed that, that would have been horrible.
Damn. All right. Well, we're good now.
And he had 3,190.
Monty's been on the team. Wait, Gibbs had 3,190.
Mm-hmm.
Monty's been on the team for just 2 years and he has missed some games. So that scares me with him.
We'll keep that on the back burner.
It was 2015.
Yeah, I think Marvin Jones Jr. is probably on this list. Marvin Jones Jr. Final answer.
It's the number 2 answer.
Here we go.
You have 1, 2, 4, 5.
I'm just really shocked that Hawkinson doesn't make this list. I'm really shocked by that. But if he doesn't make it, then we know Ebron doesn't make it because they were tied on the receiving yards for 2010. So Ebron isn't on here. Am I forgetting a receiver from that list? I might be just completely forgetting a receiver from that list now that I think about it. Who would I be forgetting?
Relying on you here, man.
I know. Kenny Galladay might be on the list. I think I've guessed wrong on Galladay twice though, so I don't know. But I mean, I think Monty only has like 22 or 2,300. Is that enough for? We don't have 6, 7, or 8, right?
That
Yes,
wouldn't
you
be
do
bad
not have
guess.
6, 7, or 8.
Swift, Monty, Galladay, Golden Tate. Golden Tate. Final answer.
That's the number 3 answer.
Okay,
You now have
that's
1
the one
through
I was
5.
forgetting. That's not great. 1 through 5, to be honest. We need
No.
one of the last 3 to feel decent.
Yeah.
So Swift, Monty, and Galladay are the 3 that come to my mind.
You said
At
Swift,
least one of those is on there. I just don't know which one.
you said Swift was injured though, or was that Monty?
Swift was injured. Monty's also been injured a little bit, but I'm leaning more Swift or Galladay. And something's telling me Galladay.
Shit, if you were wrong twice, third time's a charm.
How much time we have left?
A minute.
See if you can come up with anything else first, and if not,
Jahmyr Gibbs was at 190. So you're looking for less than 3,190.
Galladay in 2.5 years get to 2K, probably.
And I told you Jamal Agnew has 2,679. So you're looking for more than 2,679.
I don't like Galladay anymore. God damn it. JMO's not gonna be
25
on there.
seconds.
Soft timer.
Stop timer, yes.
go with your gut, man. Go with your gut.
DeAndre Swift, final answer.
That is the number 8 answer with 2,878.
That was
Yeah,
big.
Yeah.
I feel a little bit more confident to guess a guy like Galladay or Monty now. I don't think Monty has 2,600 all-purpose yards. I really don't. I think Monty has somewhere like 23, 24, which would make him like 9 or 10. He's 9 or 10, right, Mike?
No, I'm not going to tell you that.
I just thought maybe I'd get you. You slipped up on Gibbs. I thought maybe I'd get you. Kenny Galladay, final answer.
It's the number 6 answer, 3,085.
So we just need 7?
Yes. And the timers went off, so
Okay.
Try to come up with something else besides Monty.
You just wanna fire Monty, I guess then.
You got anything else besides Monty?
gonna have to press you for an answer.
I don't think I don't think so.
All right. I think I want
Um,
to answer. If you want to?
David Montgomery, final answer.
That is your third X. The number 7 is a common line list guy, Amir Abdullah,
Oh, okay.
3,034.
We didn't even say his name. Okay, I can live with that then. I can live with that. All right, that's what,
Yeah.
29?
29 out of 36. Good round.
So did
After
we
it
just
was
match
shaky,
your we just matched your 29?
but you went first.
I know, but from the last actually I think I might
Yes.
have added your points wrong, to be honest. I think I'm 1 point off. Let me check. Yeah, I was 1 point off, so good thing I checked that. And then that was 29 for us there?
Yes.
Yeah. So it is 58-34, where we currently sit through 2.5 rounds. I will now ask you again which question you want. It's a general NBA and then the Colts. So we're in the same spot.
I say we just go Colts. Get out of the way now.
All right. Name the top 8 Colts receptions per game leaders since 2010.
Since 2010.
Catches per game.
Man, I didn't think of receivers.
Receptions per
That's T.Y.
game.
Hilton, right?
Yeah. I would assume he's on the list. I'd assume Reggie Wayne's on the list. He's got to have an early 2010 season.
It's not in a single season. It's
Pittman's got to be
receptions
on
per
the list.
game. Yeah. I was making sure you knew that.
Josh Downs probably has it. Is there a minimum games or they probably have
I
already
didn't
made it? I'm
I didn't
assuming.
set one.
Okay, since 2010, I'm gonna go.
Yeah, there's no minimum games.
I'm gonna guess Reggie Wayne. Final answer.
It's number 1.
T.Y. Hilton. Final answer.
It's number 5.
I don't know
Michael
many
Pittman
Colts
Jr. Final answer.
It's number 2.
You might just want to let him
Yeah,
take over.
yeah, so I would say I don't know many Colts receivers, so
Josh Downs. Final answer.
It's number 4.
Would Eric Ebron make the list? I don't know. Dante Moncrief, I don't think would make the list. Who had high per game numbers? I don't think Dontrell Inman would have had the games played. I don't think Kobe Fleener would make the list.
I can also get there is no games played, by the way. But I can get the numbers on those. Reggie Wayne 5.63, Pittman 5.19, Downs 4.52, and TY 4.41.
If there's no minimum games played, Dallas Clark's going to be on the list simply because of that early season. So Dallas Clark, final answer.
It's number 7.
I think Eric Ebron's first season might have. He was more of just straight touchdowns, though.
Dallas Clark was at just a little above 4.
What was Eric Ebron at? This is gonna be all me.
yeah, it is. I don't know.
Early 2010s Pierre Garcon, final answer.
Yeah, number 3. Just need 6 and 8 now.
Oh. I think I'm gonna go Kobe Fleener, final answer.
Just off the list at 11.
Damn.
Just missed it.
many
And I
X's?
think those guys at 9, 10, 11, yeah, they're all fairly close. These numbers are pretty close.
How many X's?
1.
1x. You need 6 and 8 still.
I don't even really know the names he's been listing off here.
Kobe Fleener's my ex. I feel like Eric Ebron would be above him, and he was close to the list, so I'm gonna go Eric Ebron, final answer.
Eric Ebron was above him, but he is at number 9. Just missed the list. That's 2 X's, 6 and 8.
That one's got to sting.
You're right there with Ebron.
Yeah.
I wanted him to be on this list. I considered making it a minimum games just to get Ebron on the list, but I was like, yeah, I want Josh Downs to be on there.
Yeah. Austin Collie, I have his jersey. He got hurt. Didn't play much, but when he was healthy, he was playing. I'm gonna go Austin Collie, final answer.
Number 6.
So one
Number
left.
8 remaining. Last guess.
I feel like it's either Kobe Fleener and Eric Ebron are my 2 X's. I feel like it's either could it be Naeem Hines, a running back. I don't think he would make it, but that season with Phillip Rivers, he had a lot of receptions. Dontrell Inman in his limited time that one season. But I think I'm gonna go. I think he would have put minimum games on Inman though, because he played less than half a season. I'm gonna go Dante Moncrief No. I didn't finish it.
You said it.
Oh, fine. Dante Moncrief final answer. It's either him or Paris Campbell or someone that I just wasn't thinking.
Moncrief is close. He is 15. You did not
Yeah.
mention this guy. Donnie Avery is number 8.
Oh, fair enough. That's early. That's I'm pretty sure
Just
that's very early, Andrew Luck.
0.16 above Eric Ebron. He did play 60 games though, or not 60 games.
Yeah.
Like 20 games, I think. 60 receptions or something like that.
He must
But
have,
okay.
he was there with the early.
Basically
Luck
matched us there. I
team.
believe that was 28 for you guys. Putting you guys at 62. It's 58 to 62 going into the final round.
We're up.
Close game here. What?
Let's lock in.
You guys are up. Yes,
Who's
you
up?
guys are up 4.
Let's go. Okay. We got both NBA specific questions.
Yep.
Yeah.
Your guys' question is a NBA total career question. The question is the most career points leaders. So just the points leaderboard. All time.
All time?
All time.
Okay, well, LeBron,
Yeah.
Kareem,
Uh-huh.
final on both of those.
Okay, that's 1 and 2, obviously.
I feel like I know that. I feel like I know
Yeah,
the
let's just lock in and just like name the exact all-time leader.
one. I'd hate to have to mention him, but Mike's sick ass wanted him to be on this list, so Karl Malone, unfortunately.
He's the number 3 answer.
Top 8. So KD is 9 or 10, I think. I don't know if he's 8. He's right there though, I think.
I'm realizing now that you said that there was 2 hard questions, and if we just got back-to-back easy questions, we might be
Where's
fine.
Jordan?
Michael Jeffrey Jordan. Final.
Number 5 answer.
Wait, so we have what?
You have 1, 2, 3, 5.
Who's 4? I felt like when you asked this question, I could envision the list in my head, but for some reason, I can't envision the list anymore.
Bird's top
It
8. No?
disappeared. What?
Bird?
I don't know. I do not know.
Fuck.
Bird, is Wilt in the top 8? Will Chamberlain, final answer.
Number 7 answer with 31,419. I don't know how much that's going to help.
31,000?
Yes.
I'm not guessing this, but I feel like Charles Oakley might be weirdly high. I'm not guessing him, but I think he might be weirdly high.
I don't like that, but
Don't shake your head like you know who that is.
all right, bro. Dissing your own teammate's crazy.
Yeah,
I'm
hate.
kidding, bro. I'm kidding.
Yeah, touch that power tag. Good boy.
Work with me here, bro. Work with me here. Work with me. Work with me.
All right, I'm trying. Let me think.
You're saying don't diss your teammate. You haven't named anybody so far outside of Bird and Jordan.
Ooh.
Okay,
wow.
yeah. So
All right. Let's chill.
almost
Let's
half.
Team chemistry minus 10.
Let's lock in. Let's lock
Crazy.
in. Well, Bird isn't on. We don't know if Bird's on the list or not.
think he is,
Let's
but-
guess Bird though, so you can have your half if he's there. Larry Bird, final answer.
He is not on the list. He's not even in the top 25.
God damn it. That's on you. You forced me to guess that.
I'll talk about
Redeem it.
it.
Is Kobe? Kobe Bryant, final answer?
Yeah, number 4. You don't remember LeBron passing him right before?
I don't know why I don't like I
That's
told you
what I'm
I
trying to
have the
think
list
of,
in my head
is
and
Everyone's
immediately
bronze passed.
Yeah,
that
LeBron
would
passed
help.
him days before his tragic accident.
Oh. No. Is Moses Malone on here?
I like that look.
Don't judge his looks. He just keeps random looks.
Okay.
What are we missing, Club?
6 and 8.
with
It's two big
one
ones.
X or two?
One. Larry.
Okay.
I think we should let Matt get a go here.
Yeah, honestly.
Keep your mouth
I
shut.
We
think-
did. We just did with Larry, and he missed. He's our next.
I mean, he needs another go here. You can't just miss it.
What's your
late.
go, Matt?
I think all the talk from the other team needs to simmer down a little bit.
To be fair, Ben, Matt also hasn't given a name that we haven't guessed yet. We've guessed every name he's mentioned.
You know, we're not here to take over. We're here to win. So
Okay, so Moses Malone and KD are our two we haven't guessed.
I think you're right about KD being just outside the top 8.
I think so too. I think he's
I
like
think he's
9.
9 or 10.
I think
Yeah.
he's 9. He's either 8, 9, or 10. So if we get 8, we can rule him out. Bill Russell, I don't think is on there, right?
I don't think so.
I feel like he weirdly might be though. I don't think Clyde the Glide is.
I don't think we're gonna have many recent players left.
Because Steph and Harden aren't there yet. Think. You think East teams? I'll think West teams.
Okay.
Wait for the Suns on the Clippers. I don't think KG's on
Did I
there.
tell you Wilt was at 31,419?
No,
So
but
that's their ballpark.
KD's at 30K, I think. I think he hit 30K this year. I think he hit
I'm
30K
fine
this
going
year.
KD.
Kevin Durant, final answer.
Fuck, I shouldn't have said anything. KD's the number 8 answer.
Yes.
I shouldn't have said anything.
All right, we need number 6 now.
Yeah.
That was the landmark that I remembered was 30K. And I think you actually did say that Wilt was at 31. I just brushed it off the first time you said it, so thanks for the reminder.
You're welcome.
What'd you say, Matt?
I said we only got 1X, so we got something
Yeah.
spare.
All right, Matt. Then let's get one.
I think it's time for Matt to throw out a name. Honestly, I think it's time for him to just toss a name into the
We're
hat.
discussing. Matt, tune him out. We have
Toss
7
a name into the hat, Matt. Toss a name into the hat.
I keep.
Are you still thinking East? Are you still thinking East teams?
Well, I was, but let me get back
Yeah,
to
lock back in.
Talk
I mean, he's
back
only
in.
thinking about LeBron. You can't give him these.
Yeah, that's all that's in his mind.
It's tough to not think about LeBron.
LeBron.
Moses Malone is still jumping out at me, but I might just be thinking about his MVPs.
2 minutes.
Come on, Matt. At least give him an X.
Hakeem, maybe.
Who?
Hakeem Olajuwon, maybe, or Shaq, maybe.
I don't know about Shaq. I like Hakeem a little bit better though. I don't know what you're laughing at over there.
I think it's one of those two. I think it's Hakeem or Shaq.
I'm fine guessing Hakeem. I don't like Shaq to be honest. I'd be shocked if it was Shaq.
Okay. So we have three potential guesses and 2 X's now. So we'll wait our timer out here, think if we can think of any more, and then we'll just fire those 3 in whatever order we decide.
A minute on the timer, which I
what?
did start that timer a minute late, but a minute on the timer.
Okay, I'm about to fire these. I just want to finish thinking about these.
I don't like anybody off East so far. I'm not gonna lie to you.
In NFL, it's so easy to go team by team because the divisions are so obvious. The NBA divisions make it so tough to think about individual teams. Like I feel like I'm forgetting teams for sure. But
What about a team like the Bullets?
Wizards, I don't think Dr. J. I don't think Dr. J is on here. I think it's one of Hakeem or Shaq. I think it's a big man.
I like Hakeem.
All right, let's go Olajuwon final.
That is your second X. I don't know where Hakeem is on the list, but he's not top 20. Or he's 14. He's 14.
Okay, I was about. There's no way it's top 25. So it's Shaq or Malone. I think it's Shaq, bro.
If
I
you want
do
to go
think
Shaq,
it's
you
Shaq.
can go Shaq. I mean,
Timer just expired.
we already got a lot, but it would be
You
huge.
like Shaq more than Moses Malone, I assume, based on how you've been talking.
Yeah.
I'd be upset if it's not Moses because we set him so early, but
Yeah, we said him way too many times for it to not be him.
Shaquille O'Neal, final answer.
That is your third X. He is just outside the list at number 9. He had 28,596. You were right. It was a big man. You just didn't mention him. Dirk Nowitzki.
Yeah.
Valid did not guess that.
Yep.
Not a
That's
big Dirk
That was
fan
number
over
6.
here.
That was number 6.
All right, so that puts us at 88 for the game, making it a 26-point game with 36 points possible left. So
This
you
is a
guys
hard
need to get
question.
26 to tie, 27 to win. I don't really have many backup questions, so I don't know what we're gonna do if it comes to a tie. We haven't crossed that bridge yet, so I guess we'll
You said
see
you
what
guys have
happens.
88.
88 to 62 is, I believe, the final score. So you guys need 26 to tie, 27 to win. Your question, general NBA. Name the top 8 NBA steals per game leaders since 2010.
It's 2010.
Steals per game in the NBA.
Does 2025 season count? Since it's the
That's a good
end.
question
Yes,
because
it
Dyson
does.
Daniels would make the
Yeah,
list, I
Dyson
think.
Daniels.
Yeah, Dyson Daniels, final answer.
I figured you guys would ask that question, and I figured you would guess Dyson Daniels. He is number 2.
I
My-
told
my,
you I was gonna say Dyson Daniels first.
Fancy
I like
basketball.
Dyson
I think
Daniels.
Chris
Dyson
Paul's
Daniels.
got to be on the list, and
Chris
Kawhi
Paul.
as well. So let's go Chris Paul, final answer.
It's number 1.
You think Kawhi's on the list?
DeJounte Murray's going to be on there.
I like that. DeJounte Murray, final answer.
That is your first X. I will
Really?
find out where he's
I'm a
at.
lot of X's, you know.
He is
I thought he would have been
number
on the list.
23.
Yeah, something's better.
This is going to be one, though, with steals because it's a low number per game, that it's going to come down to some decimal points. He is 23rd.
I like Kawhi. I think he's got to be on there. You cool with Kawhi?
I'm cool with Kawhi. Yeah.
Let's go Kawhi Leonard, final answer.
It's number 5.
I'm thinking
You guys have
Mikal
6 of the
Bridges.
26 you need. Or, sorry, 8 of the 26 you need. Not bad.
Yeah, I'm thinking Mikal Bridges maybe.
Yeah, he's out there. Who else is a defender? Draymond.
I know Curry in his MVP
Paul
season
George.
averaged 2.1 and led the league in steals. So I don't know if that's a tricky one having Curry on there.
Yeah, I don't know if it's continued though.
But over 2.1 steals per game is a lot, and it led the league.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll
Jimmy
give you the
Butler.
numbers, by the way. 1.9 and some change for Chris Paul at number 1, 1.8 and some
dude.
change for Dyson Daniels at 2. Kawhi is 1.7 and some change. Only gives me 1 decimal point in here, but sometimes it rounds up, sometimes it rounds down. But these are the 8 top leaders in decimal points. I
Steph
did
Curry
the
final
division
answer.
and checked it.
Steph Curry, final answer.
He's not on the list. Steph Curry
Oh,
is
no.
20.
Oh,
What
so
did
he's
he
there
average?
though.
What did he average in 2016?
Well, it's since 2010. It's not like 1 year. So it's
Oh,
like a cumulative since 2010. Yeah.
I like Paul George. I like Tony Allen as a defender. Russell Westbrook. I think Paul George has got to be on there though because he's been consistent with it.
I do like Paul George.
Yeah, let's go Paul George. Final answer.
Yep, number 7. Big time.
points.
That puts you at 15 right now. You need 11 more points to tie.
What spots do we have left? Sorry.
3, 4, 6, and 8 with 2 X's.
2015.
Comes down to this. Happy we have a close game.
Yeah, there's Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, there's Jimmy. There's Marcus Smart, but he hasn't played that much.
Yeah, I like Jimmy. Trying to think of like little guards that just get steals.
Me too.
Let's guards in general.
Said CP.
Russell Westbrook, John
yeah.
Wall.
Who still like gets a
Um,
lot of minutes nowadays. That's 2010.
I think Wembanyama's more blocks.
Yeah, Wemby. No, not Wemby. Drew Holiday.
Drew Holiday's a good guess.
Drew Holiday. I
Um,
think I'd do Drew Holiday. He's been in the league for a while, and
yeah.
that's all he's known for, really. A couple All Stars.
Ricky Rubio was a steal guy.
Ricky Rubio, yeah.
Um,
Derek White, maybe Alex Caruso.
yeah, I like Drew Holiday.
I don't mind Alex Caruso too.
Chris Paul. We got Chris
Oh.
Paul.
Yeah, he was
I
number
think
one.
Alex
thinking little guards.
Caruso and Drew Holiday, I would be the most confident in.
Yeah, I think Ricky Rubio's got to be there. I think I'm most confident in Drew Holiday or Ricky Rubio and Drew Holiday.
Yeah, I think Drew Holiday more than Ricky Rubio.
You think so?
Yeah.
I'm right there on both. How much time do we have? We have time.
I didn't set the timer, but I'd
Oh,
assume
oh.
we've used like 4 minutes. So
I think we're good.
once again, it's a soft timer, so I'll put it at 4 minutes, right?
I don't think Pat Beverly's that high.
Yeah, I mean neither.
I was De'Aaron.
I'm fairly confident in Ricky Rubio. I'm very confident actually.
All right, we could do Ricky Rubio.
Okay, let's go Ricky Rubio. Final answer.
Way to stick with your gut, number 4.
Okay, now I'm fine with. I think Drew Holiday's on the list, and I think we win.
All right, I'll go Drew Holiday.
Drew Holiday. Final answer.
That is an L. Drew Holiday is
Oh,
not
no
on the
way.
list. He
How?
is
Really?
not even in the top group here. You
Yep.
named a ton of people in the top group here. Some on the list, some not. Actually, the only one on the list that
Is
you
Jimmy
named.
Butler on the list?
No, he's number 9. Very
Oh,
close.
okay.
He's number
So
9.
I'm
The only
fine
one,
then. I don't know.
the only one on the list that you named and didn't guess was John Wall at number 8.
Mm,
But you missed 3, 6, and 8. 3 was Monte Ellis, Warriors legend. 6,
oh,
Jason
Herb
Kidd.
Jones. Herb Jones.
I will check. 6, Jason Kidd, and then 8, John Wall. 9, Jimmy Butler. You also said number 10, Tony Allen, and number 11, Russell Westbrook. But you didn't guess any of those. Who did you ask about?
Oh, so Herb Jones was on the list. That was just a random name that came to my mind after.
Yeah, he's 15. He's up there.
Where was Drew Holiday at?
Yeah, he's not even in the top 25.
Really?
Yeah, but a lot of these guys are just so close. There's a good chance he's in just right past it. Trying to think, did you name any other guys? Marcus Smart was 14. You named a lot of the guys on the extended list.
I mean, I could. Yeah, I feel like there's got to be. I mean, like DeJounte Murray was a good guess. I was confident in that one.
Me too.
Halliburton's
Murray,
probably up there.
You guessed, yeah, Halliburton 25, Murray 23. Let me name some of the other ones on here. Both of the Ball brothers, Lonzo at 19, LaMelo at
Oh,
24.
Lonzo, yeah.
Pat Bev not even on the extended list. Oladipo 12. You didn't name him. Thibault 16. Rondo 17. Covington 18.
Mhm.
Harden, Ben Simmons.
So who was number 3? Because we didn't get 3, right?
Monte Ellis.
Mm.
Oh, yeah.
That's going to make the final score. What's 19 plus 62? 81. 88 to 81. Very close game. We said here before I was talking with these two before we started recording, and we were trying to see what the lowest score was that we've had in one of these. I believe it was the Sarbo one. I just don't remember how many points it was. I'm gonna look that up now. We'll see if you guys got
But
if we got
did
close to that.
exceed that. You think, right?
That was 87-83. We had 1 point less in this matchup. So this is now technically our lowest scoring matchup by a single point. But you guys thought you were going to do way worse than that. So,
Oh, hey,
You know.
it's something. I came in here, gave up some X's. So
When you're this good looking, you can't be good at everything, so it's kind of hard. But
well, you did win.
I'll take
so.
my win though. End of the week.
W for the family.
Okay.
we like to see it.
it's all
Matt
right.
threw maybe 2 names into the hat, and they were both X's.
Yeah. No.
Oh.
All right, keep talking, buddy.
I
135
think Matt did pretty good. I mean, I was fully just gone on that NFL question. I just completely lost it.
Mhm.
and then I'm happy you saved that NBA question for us for last. But all right, we'll end here with some any final thoughts from either of our two guests here.
Nah, man, take my win and come back next time.
I think it was more 1v2 when Josh clutched up a 1v2 here. I heard 3 names out of my opponent today. I think we should put more pride into the one Reitelbach than the other.
You know,
I
they would
don't disagree.
say, you're doing good when you got some haters. So
There
that's
it
just
is.
what happened
Yeah,
today.
And Mac got a few on the Cavs one, did he not?
I'd say so. But,
I mean, he did shut down Chetty Osman, but like I said, I don't know if we were really gonna guess that.
I mean,
yeah, that's a personal vendetta.
Yeah, but all right. Thank you guys for coming on. We're gonna bring all of our guests back on at some time. Maybe we'll have you guys face off against different people. Maybe we'll scramble the 2 lowest scoring matches, and we'll do like Matt and Sarb and Ben and Bo or something like that. You guys all know each other fairly
that
well.
would be
That'd be interesting.
Yeah,
I think next time we got to toss in, like I told Josh, some UFC questions would have been nice.
I had a UFC question. I was ready to go, but I didn't think it'd be allowed.
If you want, the only reason we went the way we did is because they both told me that they just don't really have an NFL team. So it was like, I didn't want to do a Bears question or a Broncos or Bears question for Matt or Ravens, and then we both don't know, or vice versa if we did whatever team for Ben. But thank you guys so much for coming on. Appreciate it. Everybody, if you made it this far, don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit all the links in our description for Spotify, TikTok, social media, and all that good stuff. And we will see everybody in the next one.